Hey everyone and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV, where today it's time to take care of the first of two optional dungeons in patch 2.4. As we're getting started, I do want to note that from here on you may start to notice that we are using, on some of our jobs, the item level 110 crafted gear. Not all jobs are using the item level 110 gear, and not all jobs have all their item level 110 gear yet. I'm working on the crafting episode in the background. It'll be coming soon, very, very soon. But working through that, so a lot of the jobs are starting to get upgrades to full item level 110 sets, which is nice. I think, yeah, accessories might not get upgrades because we've already got basically all of those, but like armor might get upgrades here and there depending on what I've picked up from the main story or what I picked up from the second coils of Bahamut. Anyways, let's get started today with our first of two hard dungeons for the patch. Who is it that gives us the quest? Not you. We'll do you next. Here we go. It's definitely pirates. Blozong has a favor to ask of you on behalf of an old friend. By the onion, you're Satora. You couldn't have come at a better time. A friend of mine sent word that he needs a capable adventurer, you see, and I naturally thought of you. Who's this friend, you ask? Why, none other than Commodore Reiner of the Yellow Jackets. He and I met back when I first started out as a culinarian, and we've been friends ever since. Anyway, I'd appreciate it if you'd pay him a visit and inquire as to what he needs doing. You'll find him in the Coral Tower with his Yellow Jackets. Alright then, let's go meet up with Reiner in Limsa. Hello there, Commodore Reiner. Good to see you again. Also, hello, Alcazolka. Good to see you again. How is it going? What do you need me for? Good day to you, Satora. How timely. There is something I would ask of you. But where are my manners? Is there aught you require? Here at Blozong's request, you say. Ha! That he should send you, of all people, is a stroke of good fortune indeed. Permit me to apprise you of the situation. You will doubtless recall driving the Serpent Reavers out of Sastasha. Well, despite our best efforts to keep the place secure, I regret to inform you that it has been occupied by pirates. Pirates, I say, though eyewitnesses claim that they seem more akin to fiends from the briny depths. To be frank, we are not wholly certain what it is we are dealing with. I dispatched a party of adventurers to identify and eliminate the threat, but it would seem their courage failed them. But they were not you, my friend. You will fare better against whatever awaits within Sastasha, of that I have no doubt. If you would be willing to assist us, pray report to Depersia, who stands guard by the entrance of the caverns. Alright then. We're heading back into Sastasha, the first dungeon we ever did. Time for a revisit. Back to Sastasha we go. And I assume this must be the party that gave up on Sastasha hard. The cure spell never came. If I hadn't had that potion on me, I'd be crab dung by now. You'd better not be blaming me for that fiasco. In case you missed it, fearless leader, I was busy dodging razor-sharp pincers at the time. Someone couldn't hold the monster's attention like he was supposed to. We comprehensively failed in our duties, but we still came out alive. And at the end of the day, isn't that all that matters? Though I must admit, our leader came pretty close to losing his head in there. Wah! You're both sorry excuses for adventures. Hells, I'm hardly a paragon among archers myself, being partial to the odd drink, but what does it matter? We're here to have fun, so let's have some, eh? I see we have a complete inversion of Edda's party, where the Edda stand-in is the asshole, and the tank is the one being harassed. While, our Lalafell friend and our archer friend are, rather aloof about the whole thing. A complete inversion of her party. Interesting. Anyways, hello, Depersia. It's you. I take it to mean you'll help, I take it you mean to help us again? Wonderful. You see those adventurers yonder? We sent them in first, but it soon became clear they were unequal to the task. By my count, they lasted just under a minute inside before staggering back out, sucking for air like light fish out of water. As such, we're no closer to ascertaining the nature of the threat, let alone eliminating it. You'll be going in blind, I know, but you've purged Sastasha before, and I'm certain that you can repeat the feat. Enter whenever you're ready. I look forward to hearing of your success. Alright. Let me gather my party, and we'll be taking care of Sastasha hard. Well, I guess not everyone wanted to join the lineup. Alright, we just went ahead and went over mechanics for Sastasha hard because there's some interesting mechanics happening here. Let's do a ready check to make sure everyone is ready to go. We are good. Make sure we are going in on mine difficulty. And Sastasha hard. Let's do this. I probably should read that dungeon description. Oh well. That parrot is a narc! How dare! Alright, parrot, get back here. Okay, this should be on mine difficulty, so these enemies are gonna be quite a bit tougher. I don't think Jera has tanked a mine difficulty dungeon before. So we're gonna see how this big pull goes. This could get ugly, which would be quite funny actually. Yeah, mine hits hard. Mine sure hits hard. Amanda is hanging in there though with the healing. Good work. Very good work. This is an interesting dungeon because the first boss has some mechanics. It has some mechanics that most people don't know. I didn't know the mechanics until about 30 minutes ago when I was researching just to be sure we were ready for this. But I think we'll be able to handle it. The mechanics can make it a little bit messy if you get unlucky during like random like roulettes, if the roulettes happen to toss you in here. I probably should be using my dots, but it's not really worth it if there's more than like 3 enemies. It takes too much time to set it up for not enough DPS compared to just using quick knock. Ooh, I'm not great at my Barda song rotations. Oh dear. Thankfully, since there's only 2 songs, we have a lot of wiggle room. Still. Alright, there is a little bit of loot in this dungeon that we want to pick up as well. Unfortunately, it all comes from the final boss, so it is entirely random whether we'll get it. I want to say, I could be wrong, that there is a triple triad card, a minion, both of which are random if they drop, and there is a faded orchestrion roll, but we already dealt with that orchestrion roll way back at level 30, so I'm not too worried about getting that. Okay, we've made it through so far. Let's go ahead and drain the pump, or activate the drainage pump, and you might actually recognize this room. I don't see it, but this is the room where the colored coral was, that we activated in order to get through Sastasha the first time through, way back when. Karlabos! Alright, so this one has a few mechanics to look out for. Oh crap. Oh crap. It spotted me. It got mad. Okay, so for this boss we want to stay a little bit spread out, because eventually it'll start throwing debuffs called slime on us, and those slime debuffs can hit multiple people at once. Healer needs to Asuna them as soon as possible to get rid of them. If they don't Asuna quickly, it can cause problems with later attacks. Basically, certain attacks will insta-kill you if you have the slime debuff up. Next up, there is a prey mechanic. There will be a prey marker that pops up over your head occasionally, or over the tank or the healer, or maybe the DPS's head. You can get rid of that, pass it to someone else by physically touching them. If the tank or a healer, tank or healer gets it, they want to pass it off to a DPS as quickly as possible. Whoever has a prey marker when the attack goes off will be charged into and their HP drop to 1%, which sucks. No wait, they'll be charged into and stunned. The next attack, Tail Screw, will go after them and kill them if they have the slime debuff or drop them down to 1% otherwise. it's a bit of a rough fight. It can be a bit of a rough fight. So tank and healer want to pass off the prey to DPS so that the DPS can handle that, because tank needs to be focused on interrupting and stunning the boss to stop Tailscrew if possible. And the healer needs to be focused on using Asuna to get rid of that slime debuff so Tailscrew isn't an instant kill. I think that's basically it for mechanics. I forgot to put my dots back up. Oh well. We're doing pretty dang good though. We are hanging in there. We're solving the mechanics. No one has died yet. This is going really smoothly. I'm very proud of this. This is better than many, like, Duty Finder roulette runs, and we're playing on mine. That's the power of organization and knowing the mechanics. Heck yeah! Okay, let's go ahead and, let's grab the Hero's Ring. I can sell it for Grand Company seals. Okay, stun works good. The notes I was reading were unclear whether or not it was interject or stun that actually works to stop Tailscrew, but thank you, Jera and Lav, for confirming that it does need to be stun, not interject. Which also means DPS can contribute to stunning as well. Okay, yeah, that first boss, Karlabos, I think is generally the hardest part of this dungeon. I'm not too worried about anything else except for maybe the last boss. And maybe the very, very last trash pull, the very last set of trash enemies before the boss. That can be a little bit dicey on a regular run. On mine, it might be really brutal. It should absolutely be clearable. It's one of those things where it's the difficulty of a wall-to-wall pull, but you don't have a choice not to pull so hard. You'll see when we get there. Yeah, these crabs, I've always had issues with that as well. The crabs are very stubborn about moving whenever I've tanked this dungeon. Okay, we've got drowned wenches. Okay, they have, oh god, a bunch of brine coming out. I assume we want to pop the brine before it gets to them. Oh god, if we pop the brine, it explodes. Okay, interesting. Maybe pop the brine before it gets to them, like, to stagger when the brine pops? So that it's less of a nuisance to deal with, because if it all comes together at once, it becomes an issue. Okay. That wasn't too bad. But we've got another wave up ahead. Okay, yeah, this is going pretty cleanly. That makes me happy. That makes me very happy how cleanly this is going. Is it really? It can't be minimum item level of 110. That doesn't make sense. I know we're definitely on mine because I set that up properly. I'm just always a little bit paranoid that somehow I got it screwed up. Pumpkin? Pumpkin? Okay. Alright, for this boss, there's going to be a ton of ads. You may recognize the name. You may recognize the guy, though maybe not his face. He looks very different from the last time we fought him back in Sastasha, the first time we came here. So he has become drowned, as did all of his pirates. And when they became drowned, it seems that Leviathan seems to have corrupted their forms a little bit. They're looking a little bit messed up. Okay. So, we generally want to stay closer together, because the number of ads means we are going to want to be spamming those AoEs to get rid of them whenever they're up. At certain points, he will choose someone to charge at and just start firing away. If we take too long to deal with him, we need to do a certain amount of damage in order to get him to stop firing. If we take too long, he can very easily get people killed. He can very, very easily kill people by just firing his gun over and over, so we do want to be on top of doing as much damage as we can to him. Ah, crap. Yeah, this. Do as much damage as we can to him to prevent him from actually killing us with his gun. And you know that he's been interrupted when he says, "How did I miss?" or "That hurts." Alright. Tons of ads are back up again. Okay. Fire on Madison. Yeah, kind of sucks how much he's been fucked up. He's turned into like a half sea beast creature. Oh god. Oh god. Get off me. Get off me. Oh, this is a problem. Okay, looks like Captain Madison has run away. Coward. Absolute coward. I'm not too worried about grabbing the antique things. They're what's used to upgrade you, to get the job gear that we got for, that's item level 90. When we finish our job quest, our level 50 job quest, we got item level 90 gear. Those antique items, I believe, are what's used to actually get that item level 90 gear last time I checked. Alright, let's deal with some more drowned deckhands. And actually, if this place might be familiar, that area we were just in where we fought Madison, that's the big central, like, dining area where we charged through the first time. We are now completely on familiar territory for Sastasha. So that's fun. This is all places we've been before. Last time we were here, they released some dogs out of that cage over there. We've remapped the realm. And yeah, here's the cove. And this is where this dungeon can get dangerous. Amanda's gonna be healing on overtime, I think. Just from what's gonna happen in about a minute. Oh god. Ooh, that... Okay, she's good. Whew, that was scary for a moment. She got good by something. Okay, on to the difficult pull. It doesn't look like too much, it's just 3 enemies. Just 3 of them, not a big deal. We'll take care of them, go deal with Captain Madison, who has run away once again. But looks like first we're gonna have to deal with First Mate Haerstymm. Where is the First Mate? How are we supposed to deal with him if he's not here? There he is. Hello there. Jump scared? God, that was loud. Anyways, hello, First Mate. Hello, drowned powder monkeys. Hello, problem. That's 2 waves. And I have been home ganged. Well, now that's just impolite. I can't do anything when I'm home ganged. Get off of me. But yeah, First Mate Haerstymm's gonna summon a whole bunch of pirates to help him out. And yet another wave incoming. Alright, I think the first mate's down. So let's clear out the dozens of drowned powder monkeys. And on to the boss. Wow, he really is drowned. Lovely. All right, the Kraken is back. We did not kill it back at Hullbreaker Isle. It came back. This is the same Kraken, I believe. So, general rule here, ignore the tentacles, fight the arms. But our ultimate goal is to kill the Kraken itself. Okay, ignore the tentacles, kill the arms. Kill the arms quickly, because the arms can grab you and do just a ton of damage. I forget exactly what the tentacles do. The guide I read said focus on the arms and ignore the tentacles, so I imagine the tentacles are not really a threat. Oh god. People are getting thrown around. The Kraken will also occasionally release jets of ink, which will cast blind on whoever they hit. Okay, ignore the tentacles. Focus on the boss. Oh, I switched songs way too soon. The ink jets will give you the blind status, which will lower your accuracy, but also make you immune to any gaze effects. I don't believe gaze is ever an issue in this particular fight, so the healer's going to want to assume that whenever they can, in order to prevent that from becoming an issue, the reduced accuracy, that is. That is a lot of arms. I think it is possible to just focus on a few arms and then stick to the empty holes left behind once you've killed them. But, it's fine. We dealt with them, or we dealt with a good bunch of them. Okay, Kraken's at 50%. Inkjet, not too worried. All it does is give the blind status. Does not do a lot of damage. And the blind status doesn't even last that long. Probably wouldn't hurt for me to stand back so I don't get got by the... Hey, did we kill all the arms? Oh, heck yes. That is a relief. Never mind, they're back. Okay, this is just getting rude. Yeah, let's get rid of this one and stand up front. Okay, arms have chilled out for a little bit. We should be good to fight again. That's a tentacle, we're fine. That's an arm, we're not fine. Get off me. Alright, you know what? Probably should have let Lav have that, actually. Oh well. Still a nice chunk of damage to the Kraken. Okay, you go away. You're being annoying. You're trying to slap me from all the way back there. Oh god. And we're good! That was a very, very clean run. Excellent work to everybody. And yeah, of course we didn't get the minion. Of course it didn't drop. Didn't even get the triple triad card. Oh well. I'm not too worried about the loot. Let's get out of here. Alright, let's go ahead and clear out this quest, and then I'll go meet up with my friends to do the next dungeon, which we're doing next time. Hello, Depersha. You're returned. Tell me, were you able to identify our intruders? Yeah, it was the Serpent Reavers again. The same ones, but they've been corrupted. Men who looked like jellyfish, and you say they were that they were Captain Madison and his crew. This is decidedly odd, but I know better than to doubt you. I will have the bodies retrieved for studies, that we might be better prepared to face such enemies in the future. Your work here is done, friend. Pray make your way to Aleport. Commodore Reiner awaits news there, and will doubtless be glad of a first-hand account. Alright, let's get back to Aleport and report in. Hello there, Commodore Reiner. Good to see you again. I have already received word of your success. You do not disappoint, Satora. Sir, a body has arrived for inspection. This thing used to be a man. Gods be good, how did this happen? A sight to turn the stomach. 'Tis well I haven't eaten. My lady, thank you for granting us your valuable time and expertise. Commodore, allow me to introduce Miss Sienna, foremost among the celebrated Professor Lambertain's students. Wait, oh god, wait, are you the one we worked with when we were trying to chase down Garuda? Let us not stand on ceremony. Friends, this man's unnatural form can be attributed, I believe, to the excess absorption of water-aspected ether. A living being can only absorb a certain quantity of ether before suffering adverse effects. To be altered so drastically requires a fatal dose, yet our subject here lived long enough to be struck down. A most peculiar case indeed. I have heard that a primal creates thralls by showering mortals with its own ether. Could this be an extension of that process? I dare say you have struck the mark, Commodore. If being exposed once to a primal's ether is enough to corrupt the mind, it is plausible that repeated exposure corrupts the flesh. Madison and his crew had failed to hold Sastasha for their Sahagan overlords, and I suspect that this was their punishment. The fishback's depravity knows no bounds. To think that creatures capable of such cruelty lurk nearby, I shan't get another week of sleep while I'm here. Have no fear, my lady. My yellow jackets are sworn to protect Aleport and her denizens, and in light of recent developments, you may be certain that we will redouble our vigilance. Your words give me heart, Commodore, and as previously agreed upon, by way of payment for my services, I shall hold on to the specimen for my research. You have fun with that! Next time on Final Fantasy XIV. Time to go take care of the next and other optional dungeon for patch 2.4. I'll see everyone next time for that.